I may have lucked upon a solution for our problems.
What is that?
Gentlemen, I give you pickle Lila.
What does my grandmother's pickle relish have to do with our financial problems?
I think this relish could save ELQ.
EOQ's assets are frozen or being investigated by the SEC for laundering mob money. How is Pickle Lila going to save us?
Well, as I went through the past records of the company, I came across references to Pickle Lila. It was a very successful company that was started by Mrs. Quartermain.
You know, my grandmother was an amazing woman. She started this entire business out of the kitchen at Kelly's. But I'm not sure I understand why you're bringing it up now. ELQ eventually acquired it. It was phased out. They haven't produced Pickle Lila in years.
Well, perhaps it's time for a relish renaissance.
Take a lesson from the past, right?
But you guys are talking about using a condiment to save ELQ. Are you both crazy?
Darling, look, I know.
Well, as AJ said, maybe the key to preserving ELQ's future lies in its past.
I'm still not following you.
ELQ was having a lot of problems in the 80s. Okay, I mean, I was just a kid, so I didn't really understand what was going on. But there were a lot of machinations going on within the company, and ultimately, ELQ went bust.
Machinations involving the Quartermains, that's a surprise.
We are consistent. I still don't remember exactly what happened, though.
So to make ends meet, Mrs. Quartermain decided to sell the stuff.
You know, actually, people loved it.
Yes, she increased production, and the family decided to market it, and it really caught on. Well, before long, supply couldn't keep up with demand.
Wow. Sounds like Pickle Lila was a monster hit.
Thanks to...
Now, even though I would not recommend it, the time that I spent in the Turkish prison gave me a very unique perspective on the way we live our lives now. This current culture and their obsession with electronic gadgetry, despite the fact, I think what they really want is something that reminds them more of a sense of home.
Kind of like an old-time family recipe for delicious relish.
Yes, something simple and traditional. Two facts that actually put Pickle Lila out of favor. Everybody was so quick to move on to the next best thing. But times have changed now. People want things now that are familiar. They want things that are homemade. They want things that are fresh, like from farm to table. That has become fashionable. I think Pickle Lila could be the same.
You know, I think it can work. I mean, what do we have to lose?
Well, there's just one problem.
And what is that?
There's only one jar of Pickle Lila left, and Tracy
has it.
My father was a...
Well, Tracy may have the last remaining jar of Pickle Lila, but that doesn't matter. All we have to do is find the original recipe.
You know, I knew I made a good move hiring you. You're a genius.
Not so fast. But if we can revive Pickle Lila, then perhaps...
Once Anna finds out that you're the guy that came up with the idea to save ELQ, she's going to see what a great guy you are, and she's going to want you back.
You know, I hope you're right.
Look, I don't want to sound negative, but finding that recipe might not be so easy.
Michael has a point. I remember reading in the file that the recipe for Pickle Lila was a closely guarded family secret.
You know, I remember something about that, too.
Yeah, but I think that might have been part of its success. That might have been part of the mystique, you see, that it was a recipe that was never to be known to anybody outside of the family. In fact, I don't even think the ingredients were listed on the label.
Come on, guys, they have to be written down somewhere. Hey, I want you to go through the company archives. I want you to find any paperwork, any files that you can on Pickle Lila, and then use a search engine, find out anything about Pickle Lila that's online.
You know, I didn't have much access to technology in Turkish prisons, so my computer skills are, well, they're pretty basic.
I'll do it.
No, actually, I want you with me. There's somewhere else that we need to look. Duke, do whatever you have to do to find that recipe.
No, John isn't a murderer. I know that, but there's all these inexplicable things that keep happening, and I can't simply ignore them. Hang on.
The station?
Wait. That's Dick.
Don't answer it. Please, let's talk this through first.
This is Anna Devane. Sorry to have missed you. Leave a message and I'll get back to you. If this is a police emergency, please call 911.
Anna, it's Duke. I just saw the story about Lucico assaulting you. I was wondering how you were doing. Would you please call me? I'm thinking about you.
Am I losing it, Luke?
No.
No, I mean, I keep trusting the wrong people. You know, when Duke came back, after 20 years, I thought he was dead, and I wouldn't have a word said against him. Not even what you and Robert were saying. I wouldn't believe you. And then, you know, it turned out to be Faison. Are my instincts that off?
Anna, you've been through so much since losing Robin.
I know. And now there's all this evidence against John, and I have known him for years. He's a good friend, and I've trusted him. And could he be a killer? Am I wrong about him too? I don't even know who to count on anymore.
Me. You can count on me.